Keep your right hand up with your left hand only. Open the door and get out.
Put your hands up.
Turn around and face away from me. On your knees.
Hands on top of your head.
The phone begins to ring inside a small farmhouse tucked deep in the quiet outskirts of Aztec, New Mexico. It's early morning, and the world is just waking up. But for Tiffany Chaffen, the woman who answers the call, the world she thought she understood is about to collapse. She listens, shaking, breath held, as words she never imagined repeat in her ear. Her sons, Tyler and Eli. Murder. A man found shot to death by the side of the road. What she doesn't know yet is that the nightmare is only beginning. Hours earlier, two brothers sat lazily inside their living room. Guns on their laps, video games flashing on the TV, YouTube gun channels humming in the background. It was an ordinary Sunday morning at the Chaffen household. With them was a young woman, nervous, restless, pacing deeper into thoughts the brothers could not see. She looked up and asked them a question that should have sent every alarm through their skulls. "Would you kill for me?" They laughed, brushed it off, called it weird, and then her phone buzzed. Something inside her snapped, and she stood up, eyes burning with a new, frantic energy. "We're going for a ride," she told them. "Bring guns." 2 hours later, the peace of a trailer park shattered. Residents heard 4 gunshots ripping through the quiet morning. Sharp, violent explosions echoing between mobile homes. When they ran to their windows, they saw a nightmare outside. A man collapsing in a pool of blood. A white SUV speeding away. Screams piercing the air. Within seconds, 911 lit up with panicked voices. "Someone just got shot. He's on the ground." The SUV took off, white Ford heading fast. Nobody knew it yet, but this was only the start of a manhunt that would choke the entire county for the next 24 hours. Police arrived at the scene uncertain, tense, unsure if the killer was still there. A body lay face down in wet grass, motionless, silent, still warm. Gunshots had torn through him in pattern, not chaos. One in the head, one in the shoulder, one in the leg. Shots placed like someone wanted him dead, not scared. Execution style. Officers studied exit wounds, blood patterns, footprints, tire marks. This wasn't random rage. This was planned. Even worse, the victim had no gun. He never had a chance. Within minutes, police learned his name. William Bubba Johnson, 37 years old, father of 2 girls, known to neighbors, loved by some, feared by others. He had been fighting with someone recently. A woman. Her name, Sierra. Detectives reached out. Sierra answered, voice trembling even before they told her the news. "It involves William." Her reaction wasn't heartbreak. It was panic. She rushed to the station, convinced she could talk her way through the interview. Detectives noticed the performance instantly. Fake sobs, trembling lips, but dry eyes. Then came the question that broke her. What does the passcode to William's phone? Sierra froze. Her voice dropped. "I can't. I'll get in trouble." Trouble? For unlocking her boyfriend's phone? Detectives suddenly knew. She wasn't just connected. She was involved. And then everything spilled out. Not in the bright interrogation room, but outside, walking the pavement under New Mexico sky, away from cameras. There she whispered the truth. Tyler and Eli Chaffen killed William. And she planned it. She fed their rage for days. She told them lies, poison, stories of abuse, debts, betrayal. Anything to get them to pull the trigger so her hands would stay clean. By nightfall, police kicked into full tactical mode. New Mexico, SWAT assembled. Helicopters hovered. Roadblocks formed. The Chaffen brothers weren't just wanted. They were considered armed, angry, and unpredictable. Inside their house, officers found a graveyard of guns. Rifles, pistols, ammo boxes. Enough firepower to spark a war. But the brothers were gone. Then, headlights. A white SUV moving down the road toward home. Slowly, too slowly, officers raised guns, ready for blood. Driver, hands up. 2 figures stepped out. Tyler and Eli. Tired, staring, stunned. Inside the SUV, an AR-15 rifle. They had been minutes away from attempting escape. Handcuffs clamped. The hunt was over. The horror was not. Police placed the brothers in the same vehicle intentionally. Microphones hidden beneath the back seat picked up every whisper. They could have stayed silent. They could have protected themselves. But they weren't thinkers. They were killers with loose lips. And the audio that followed was chilling. They bragged. They laughed. They tried to shape a lie. They blamed Sierra, blamed each other, blamed fate. But every word only tightened the noose. While all of this unfolded, Tiffany Chaffen sat alone in her dark kitchen. Phone buzzing with detectives. Neighbors whispering, news spreading like wildfire. Her children, the boys she raised, fed, loved, protected, had murdered a man in cold blood. And soon, they would confess it to her. Tyler's voice cracked first. "I had to shoot, Mom. I didn't want Eli to get hurt." Eli followed. "We were protecting each other." Their mother listened in horror. Excuses, delusion, monsters, unaware they were monsters. In that moment, the truth she spent a lifetime avoiding finally hit. She did not raise heroes. She raised killers. Within 24 hours, Sierra was under arrest. The brothers were charged with first-degree murder, and William Johnson, a father who stepped outside his home, was lowered into the earth. One woman's manipulation, two brothers' desperation, a mother's blindness, and a man's life stolen for nothing. Sometimes evil doesn't come from strangers. Sometimes it grows inside our own homes, quietly, unnoticed, until the day it explodes. And when Tiffany hung up the phone that night, she whispered a sentence no mother should ever speak. "My sons are killers,